Yo, people. All right, here we go. Hey, welcome back. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do any of that, let's do this.
Nothing but answer. 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 Yeah. Nothing but answer. Nothing but answer. Nothing but answer. Calling the dreams. I'm calling the dreams. Hurt. Lost and shadow back like seven, but my heart talking cars next care. Cause every don't side, but.
Listen, man, you went hard on that. Yo, when you gonna do a part two? That was crazy. Like, I think, like, you really need to do a part two of that. That was bananas.
Yeah, I don't think the people can handle part two. So
leave it at part one.
Yeah, we just gotta leave it at part one.
All right. Hey, welcome back to another edition of Nothing But
Answers.
Here's the place you come to get all the answers that you need. Now, we have the answers that you need. You have the questions, we have the answers. What you do with those answers are totally up to you, right? So don't come to me like, it didn't work. Like, it's your fault. Probably did it wrong. So anyway, but how you doing this week, Lee?
I'm doing well. Yeah.
Thanks. That's great. Really, put it in there. Donnie, how are you doing?
Hey, y'all. I am good. I'm good. It was a lot better week in comparison to the craziness that was last week. Now I'm just gearing up for summer camp. And weeks coming in, which is good. So it's a good week.
Right. Anything you guys want to talk about? Like, well, I want to go first. I've seen a lot of things this week. And what I've learned is people need to leave people alone. I've seen so many instances of people doing things, messing with people, and then messing around and finding out, right? And I think we do need to take some cues from that. We need to leave people alone. I don't want to be messed with. Don't come prank me like it's a prank, because I'm gonna give you what you're looking for, right? I see there was some guy was rage baiting, saying the N-word, messing with black people. Walked up to a black guy, did it. The black guy punched him. Oh yeah, here we go. Leanne, be on it. And he hit his head, and now he's a vegetable. A
racist online trend ends in disaster as a streamer is left in a vegetative state after attacking the wrong person. The incident occurred on a public street where a 23-year-old racist streamer, Leo Carter, was filming a live stream for views. Reports show Carter was part of a dangerous new wave of creators who record themselves aggressively provoking and assaulting black people on the sidewalk. Seeking his next target, Carter targeted and attacked 28-year-old Derek Brooks. In a flash of anger, Brooks fought back to defend himself, delivering a powerful counterpunch straight to Carter's face, knocking him out instantly. The streamer collapsed to the concrete, completely unconscious. Carter was rushed to the hospital, where doctors confirmed the devastating news. The severe head trauma had left him in a permanent vegetative state. Local police arrived immediately and initially detained Brooks. However, in court, the judge and jury reviewed Carter's own live stream footage, which proved the attack was entirely unprovoked. The court ruled it a justified act of self-defense, declaring Brooks completely not guilty and dropping all charges.
I think that is the important part of this, and I hope that sets a precedent where if you do respond to this nonsense, that you're justified. Now, I know each state will have their own rules, because New Jersey, you can't do that because New Jersey don't have any type of self-defense. So you punch somebody going to jail. But I do think you need to be protected from people messing with you when you're just trying to go to work or trying to go home. Right. I really believe that. Liam, did you see the other one where it was two ladies, looked like maybe at a graduation? The one lady took something out of the other lady's pocket and threw it, and then she felt the wrath of the ancestors.
don't know why there's no sound.
Well, that's fine because it's the action that we need to see.
I was gonna
I don't
say we
think
can make up our own.
right.
Oh.
Hey, what's this in your
Oh.
pocket? My fist.
It's a knuckle sandwich.
So no, so my thing, I really think we need to leave people alone, right? I don't think we need to mind other people's business. Like, how are you going in somebody's pocket? I don't know. What did you think was going to happen? How did you think that was going to end? You touched somebody who already looked agitated. Like, you can't even read the room. What do you guys feel?
Agreed. I tell my children all the time, you don't know what somebody has gone through this day, this week, this month. We're all walking around exposed nerves. And honestly, a thought that came to me today is we're all one instinctive reaction, one bad moment away from something that could change our whole lives anyway. So why be the one that pushes that person over?
Absolutely. Why are people watching that? Why are people watching what? Say more words. Who just wrote in? Very interesting. I think it was at a graduation. I read more up on it. They said they were both removed. They were allowed to go back into the graduation. They just had to sit in different sections. So, so it was very interesting. That was very interesting. So I don't know. I was looking at that. Thought that was interesting. Leave people alone. Anybody else with anything? The streamers racist attack because there's a lot of racists. I mean, people do things because there's an audience for it, and if something is galvanizing them or giving them the, "Ooh, I wish that could be me, and I could watch this from my home." Oh no problem that you're driving home from work, and if something, people can live vicariously through these people. And that's why people are going to this. This is why, when you do things that are racist, people are getting views. The Chud the Builder guy got somebody paid 1.2 to get him out of jail, right? So racism sells, to be honest. Racism sells. So I guess that's why. Right. If there was no audience, no one would do these things. But that is promoting acts of hate. Well, so it's interesting because the thing of freedom of speech is what people are hanging their hat on. They have the right to say certain words and certain things, and depending where you're at, words are just words. Now, some places words can be used as what we call fighting words, and you can respond to them. But I hope this case is kind of sets a precedent to say, look, if you're doing these things, right, I feel like it's inciting violence. But I think if that word doesn't affect you like someone else, then you may not feel the incitement of it, if that makes sense. Right? If that makes sense. What that word means to me may not mean the same thing to somebody else. So, maybe that has something to do with it. Some people don't look at it the way we look at it. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Great talk.
Yeah. Say nah.
You made it clear.
Absolutely. It's a horrible time we're in today, where not only just racism, but people doing the most for a little bit of change.
Right.
Now you got people doing things just to get a view. Things that should remain private is now out there for everybody to see. And even for people that have embarrassing moments that should be between a handful of people is now out there for the world. So it magnifies whatever you're feeling or whatever comes up in a matter. And I think there should be some type of clause in the Constitution or whatever. You have a right to say what you want, but I have the right to punch you in the mouth.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing. People want to think, they want to do things without consequence. And I mean, there's a lot of people in jail now. Adi alluded to it earlier, where you pushed me to do something and now I did it. And the consequence actually led me into jail or something like that because you're messing with me. So it is interesting. So all these things, like what would you do for money? Like that's the question today. What would you do for money?
Ow.
Yeah, that, right? Ow. What would you do? What would you do for money? And it's like, where's that bar at? I was just something today. Like, how many people would get into, like, you know how they have those fighting matches and things of that nature? How many people would go in a ring and fight somebody for $100,000? Would you do that, Leanne?
A professional?
No, let's say someone, another person that's, you know, not professional. What do you think?
For 100,000?
Yeah.
It's not enough.
Word.
For me, give me the gloves.
I was on that. Like, you know what? 100. You got me. You had me at 100. So yeah, I would definitely do it. I guess so. If someone was like, "Look, we want to take some scantily clad pictures of you," how much would it cost? About? We're not talking about naked. Pasties.
That's damn naked.
What do you think? Pasties.
Where the pictures going?
Ooh, good question. Let's say for their private collection. Private collection. And they said, look, I just want to take some pictures, pasties, and, you know, cover up the bottom a little bit.
I'm adding up my current bills right now. I don't know. Might be a discount these days because way milk costs.
You know what I mean? And maybe your milk can bring the boys to the yard. That's what Cliff says. So what do we think? So nudity is synonymous with beating the out of her. Today, yes, it's all one bag. That's what Leanne was kind of alluding to. It's a bag of what would you do to make a couple dollars? What do you think? How much would you for pasties? No. What do you think? How much? Pasties, 100,000 private collection. Nah, not enough. Okay, she said no, not enough. You got me for 100,000 pasties. She got me. I'm there for a private collection. Yeah, I'm there.
That's what I'm saying. Can we sign a contract that ain't nobody else going to see the pictures?
So one thing I do know, all pictures are coming out. I don't care what you sign. They're going to get leaked. Somebody going to get hacked. So just get ready for them to come out. Just hopefully.
It's going to be me holding the check when it hits the, when it hits the tabloids, it's going to be me holding the check for that 100,000 on that day.
Right. It's AI. How about, maybe he want to rub your feet. He's like, yo, I'm going to give you 100,000. I want to rub your feet. But he got to be naked. Leanne, what do you think? He want to rub your feet, but he got to be naked.
First off, you're not touching me.
Okay, so there's no price?
Leanne must make good money. That's all. You must be living good.
I think people
I don't want him rubbing my feet.
People get on these mics and lie. You can just lie. If he's like, yo, I got 100,000 for you. I just want to rub your feet naked. He said, I'll maybe see that, huh?
No.
People lie. I mean, listen, people out there doing it for whoppers. Let's be honest.
That part. That is the part. For a ride home.
Yeah.
For a ride home. We're gonna let this man.
Right. Come on. So it's interesting. So what do you think your social media says about you? That's an interesting question. Because when I was watching that Crash documentary, and they used her social media kind to build character, her character. They built a lot of her character off of her social media. So what do you think your social media says about you? If someone went to your social media, what would they think? And would it be an accurate depiction of you?
I don't think it will be an accurate depiction. I think that my social media is kind of a collection of the things that I want to celebrate, the things that I want to shine a light on, the things, the ways that I want to kind of encourage people. Definitely want people to know that I'm working. It's definitely my hustle page, so people know that I'm singing and want to continue to be singing. Mm-hmm. But no celebration of my children. I put pictures celebrating milestones and stuff that I can go back and reference later. Honestly, it ends up being like, it's almost like my photo album at this point. Gotcha. But it doesn't show my challenges. I leave off of there trying to, on the days when that 100,000 is looking better than others, that doesn't make it to social media.
What's your social media say about you? Does it tell an accurate depiction of you?
For sure.
It does. Okay. How about you, Lee Little?
I don't know. It depends on what social media we're looking at.
Okay.
OnlyFans?
No, I don't got that. I was thinking about it though.
OnlyFans. How much would it pay for you to get on OnlyFans? How much would you need?
And I get to do what I want to do on it?
No, because that's not what people want to see. And something like that, would you go through it's like doing locks? Would you go through the ugly phase? Because in the beginning, you got to build a clientele. So in the beginning, you might only be getting $10, $15 until you build, that following. Could you do that? Could you go through that phase? I think that would kill it for me.
Yeah, because I'm not going to do stuff that make me question my morals for a couple hours.
The question is, would you make it clap?
A lot. 0 to 60. Can she show an ankle and an elbow first? Like, what? Can she show her knees and her wrists? You went right to clap.
If you in the knees, wrists, and ankles, yeah, you can show that. But I think people want to make it clap. I mean, right?
I
think people want to make it clap. So yeah, I don't know.
What does your social media say about you?
It says that I'm very rarely on it and that I very rarely post pictures. So it says basically I'm really quiet. See, it's really accurate.
It's not.
It's very accurate. I don't really post much on social media. I'm not really social media outside of the room. There's nothing but answers and stuff. I don't really.
Oh.
I think I keep my life off there as much as possible. I don't really have to every time I do something, yada yada yada. It's not really me. I live life in 4K for me. So I don't. Sometimes I'll forget to do that too. If I'm out, I'll forget to take pictures. So that's another reason I have anything is because I just forgot to record things. So I don't have anything to post. Now, the OnlyFans, we can't even talk about that right now. Right,
might as well plug yourself. You out here right now.
Exactly.
Hey, these bills gotta get paid somehow.
Tell them where to find you.
And that would be the thing. So how do you deal with the fear of doing something new? So say if you did want to start something new, how do you deal with that fear of posting that first OnlyFans, getting on stage, going for that new job, leaving your old job to go for that new job? How do you do that? Has anyone ever made a big shift that they had to make a decision like I got to stop doing this? I'm gonna stop doing this to follow this. Has anyone done anything like that? You guys really talking to me, boy.
I'm walking a line of trying to balance the two. If the opportunity, and by that I mean financial opportunity, comes for creativity to pay all of my bills,
Right.
I would love it, but I can't afford to quit my Clark Kent to pursue creativity full time. But definitely putting my music out there for the first time, my solo music, the stuff that I wrote myself out there for the first time, definitely was scary.
Gotcha.
It just made at some point you realize that what you have to say and or sing has value. And I honestly believe in my heart of hearts that God gave me a lot of these words. If he gave them to me, then it's not for me, it's for somebody else. So that's kind of what motivated and continues to motivate me.
Nothing, Leanne? Nothing again? Just no.
Um,
I'm not gonna join the conversation.
I'm struggling. Like, don't hold. Blah, 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 blah. But because I don't necessarily see what I do as monumental or a shift in anything. I just see it as, all right, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what has to be done. So I need to work on that to value what I do more.
Gotcha.
But I mean, starting something new is definitely the way I handle it. Is I have a breakdown, and you know, I obsess over it, and I do all the research, and then I get myself tired out, and then I'm just like, fuck it, whatever happens, happens.
Word. What if a man or woman came along right now, like, look, I want to take care of you, pay for everything. You just gotta get on the program.
Get on what program?
Whatever program they want. They're paying the cost to be the boss, so you're gonna get on their program.
No.
Really?
No. I what I've discovered about myself here lately is I don't like to be told what to do.
Okay.
And I value my individualism, my independence.
Word. Okay. So that's a strict no for you. I like that. How about you, D?
I personally am tired of making decisions. I would love for somebody to come along and be like, you ain't got to make no more decisions. I'd be like, okay, I am perfectly fine with that. Tell me what to do. Let me and my children be good. Sign me up.
But
I would have to know what the program is. Again, I'm not doing anything to embarrass myself, to embarrass my savior, to embarrass my children.
No, it won't be anything embarrassing. I mean, you just got to, do what they say and expect a little cheating every now and then. But, nothing too much.
Where the contract? Sign me up.
Yeah,
no more decisions. That's where I want to live.
I hear you. You with that too? You would take that? You would take that deal?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm with Leanne. I have too many of my own thoughts and things of that nature that wouldn't last long because I can't be on your program. I would tell you how to run your program better, and then they wouldn't like it. And
what's your program?
I mean, if a woman came to me and was like, "Look, I take care, but you're gonna be on my program," I'd be like, "Well, your program is not really running well, so I'm gonna show you how to run your program. So it really should be on my program."
All right, what's your program?
My program is to do what I say to do. It's really easy. I'm the boss now. Yeah, so I really couldn't follow the lead of somebody like that. Not all the time. I mean, with your woman, she definitely has some things that I would follow, but for the most part, I really couldn't follow. That wouldn't work well. I know Leanne wouldn't work well.
Why?
You know what I mean?
Why are you disrespecting me?
I'm not. It wouldn't work well because, like you said, you're individual. You're not going to have someone telling you what to do.
This is true.
Even if you lied and said I could do it, you couldn't do it. So
I want to believe I can.
Right. And the first time he says something crazy, you'd be like, yo, who listen? And that would be end of said relationship. Because that's the problem in those relationships. When someone pays the cost to be the boss, they also can remove that cost. Right? If you don't move the way they move, they can remove that cost. They can take that away. So what they give it, they can take it away of. And that would be another problem for me because I wouldn't want to be 10 years in and they just take it away. Even if you had a contract, unless that contract was left you with a lot, it wouldn't be what you had when you're with them. So it's a tough situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. I'm cool. And like, I know me, I'm not really trying to share anybody. So can you, because you can't buy. No, you can't. But some women you can. I see some of these relationships, people or men will acquiesce to the person who has the power of the dollar. I think that's the problem today in relationships because it became a thing about who has what, as opposed to two people in a relationship with each other, meeting each other's needs and things of that nature. So if it's about a dollar amount, then that becomes to me a service. You're providing a service and you have a person paying for a service. If it's contractual, I'm cool on that. I don't really want. I want something genuine. I want to be able to. If say I lose that money, that means I'm lose her. The money was really the thing that brought her in, right? And if she is used to that lifestyle, when we lose it, I lose her as well. I'd rather have somebody I can be with, even if we do fall, we fall together. We can be in that box together, living under the bridge. Right, No, not living under the reservation. But that's the problem. I think you have to. Nothing is free. I don't agree. I think coochie and water is free. Two things I won't pay for.
Do you consider yourself a provider?
Would I be can I provide? Absolutely. Do I want to be a sole provider for someone? No. I don't want anybody depending on me, nor do I want to depend. I want to build together. If you have 50 and I have 50, now we have 100. We're a lot better than I have 50. And then I don't know what you're doing with your 50 and we're living off my 50. Mm-hmm. Then I'm working to death and dying and you're saving money and you're going to live without me. It's not okay. So I'd rather have something where we put ourselves together and we both have the input on our relationship than one person controlling. I don't know. What would you guys, how about you, D? Or would you, well, you already said you're tired of thinking. Okay, cool. Leanne, 50-50 for you? What would you do? What are you on?
50-50 is cool.
Yeah.
I would prefer 60-40, but 50-50 is cool.
Well, so
I've done 50-50. I've done 70-30. Like to me, it's not that it fits all in one box. I think in the circumstance that you're describing, if there is one or the other of a person that makes enough for your household and lifestyle to be sustained, and the other person would be I don't want to say it as a disadvantage, but if it's more advantageous for them to not be contributing financially to the household and that worked for your circumstance, then why wouldn't you want that to be? Like if you were, you're making 7 figures, why are you forcing her to keep her $40,000 a year job just for the sake of saying that she's contributing to your household?
No, it wouldn't be for the sake of contributing. It would be for the sake of now we have $140,000 to work with, which gives us more capital and things.
I didn't say 6 figures. I said 7 figures.
Oh! So we have $1,040,000, and I don't know if there's ever enough. And if she wants to work, and I'm not saying when I say 50-50, I mean usually it's like Leanne said. It's probably I'll pay all the bigger bills. You can go pay the water bill or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. It's not. But if she I mean, it's up to each individual couple. First things first, most people don't make that much money, right? So it's very rare for it to happen. Like top 10% of men make over like, a certain amount where you could do it. And today to raise a kid, it's like $1 million. It's crazy.
Crazy.
So if it's very rare to find unless you want to live in a box, it's very rare. Most households need two parents. I mean, two incomes really to really thrive, especially if you have kids, right? Could you do it on your own? Yes, it's a struggle, right? Now
Yep,
I'm out here. I'm an OnlyFans right now. But any household works better if you have two people and one person is not working themselves to death. If we're both putting in, we're building our thing, or whatever together. I think that's better than one person doing it all, because then I think if you're say the husband's a provider and he's working, then he's getting taken away from the children, right? Because he can't be there if he's working to take care of everything. Or if she's working all the time and you're working all the time, then both of you are not there for the children. You have to find a median if you can. For me, I think I want something where we're both putting in and we both can feel good about it. I don't want her having to come to me for money either. I don't want to do that.
Well, she wouldn't have to come to you. She has access to everything you have. I feel like that's fair.
Right.
Give her the debit card.
So
When you should ask you nothing. Just swipe at you.
Yeah, that's how it doesn't work, because you can swipe and now we just spent the money for the house. Okay, so
don't you like this dress? You don't like this dress? You don't like these shoes? What are you talking about?
I don't. So it has to be. But yeah, so I mean, I just, and it's each their own. But like I said, for me, I'd rather have a thing where I'm trying to build something with my shorty than building and she's the she's just along for the ride, So especially today, like I said, unless you're independently wealthy and you can do that, and then you're my love slave. So you pick what you want to be.
Oh, God.
You want to be my love slave, cool. Because again, someone paying all the bill comes with a cost. I think people have this, they romanticize it to think it's like this great, lovely thing, but a lot of times these relationships they come with a lot of people exploring other options because they can, from my understanding. So I don't know. What do you think, Leanne? Well, we already know you can deal with him. He cheat one time, then Leanne ain't taking that.
Not at all. I have zero tolerance. I think I'm gonna die alone, because
most people do die alone. It's very rare that you die at the same time. This house burns down, you're both in it.
No, without just nobody.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm starting to be okay with that, because I don't want to compromise me anymore.
That's real. I love that you know yourself. I think people lie to themselves and like, I want to be in a relationship, and they really, like you said, they don't want to compromise. And when someone else comes around, they make no space for them.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Yep.
How about you, D? I'm sorry, Glenn. Great. Keep going.
Nah, what were you saying?
I was about to say, D, what do you on that situation? What do you feel? Do you think?
I mean, being single is great until it's not. That's really what it comes down to. Is I like the independence until my feet are cold, and I want somebody to be able to warm my feet up for me every now and again. Like it's.
I'm not saying being single don't suck. I'm just saying.
Well, being single usually doesn't suck because you need somebody else. Oh, you're not talking about that?
Okay. All right.
I know exactly what you meant, because it is. You start to see what you give up. What you would have to give up in order to allow somebody else to be in your life, and sometimes it feels like it would just be too great of a change, of a sacrifice, of a concession.
What do you think? Does being single, is that the move? You want to? What do you think?
I think for now,
For now.
but like long term, definitely marriage minded.
So that's the question too, because when people are single so long today, people are really single for a long time. How do you just now get over the independence that you've learned and been conditioned to be, and now make room for someone else? I think that's a difficult switch. You've been doing it for so long. Now it's really difficult. Like you said, D, what you kind of said was like, every now and then I want somebody to warm my feet up, but then that's cool. Get out of here. Go home. I'm good. My feet are warm.
That's true.
No one wants to die alone. That's why they put me in a nursing home so I can get my freak on. I heard nursing homes is crazy.
Oh, my God.
I heard it ain't nothing there but diseases and pills to take care of those said diseases. But yeah, so it's interesting. I think we do want people around until we don't, because if you're used to living in that solitude, moving the way you want to move, now you bring somebody else into that situation. Sometimes it makes you like, even their breathing could be a problem. They're sitting there like, I'm watching my show and they breathing all hard, or I like to like they leaving all the lights on in the house. Like little things to start to bother you because of being alone for so long. So it is interesting that and studies are showing people are single a lot later in life today. So that also means you're learning how not to be with people, right? If you've been single for 10 years, you're learning how to not to be with people. Did you ever hear about the nursing home fight club? I did. I also heard about the nursing home sex club. That's what I want to go to. I don't want to fight. I just want to have a lot of sex before I go.
We're not a fighter.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting. My future beckons me. Yeah, I'm cool at that age. I don't want to fight. I just want the other thing. I want her to take her dentures out and go to work. You know what I mean? Give me a gummy for real. But yeah, it's interesting. So I don't know. That's Leanne. She's trying to get to the home. And speaking of that, I was looking at something. They were talking about bodies, how many bodies you have. Do you have any bodies you regret? Leanne, I see you say yes. Do you have any bodies you regret? Donnie looks
So much
serious.
pain in my life.
I was just, as long as you ain't asking names, all but one. You can have all of them back except one.
Nah, I just want to know if there's any bodies you had that you were like, yo.
Yep.
Body.
All of them.
That's nasty.
Really? All of them?
One. Yep, just one. I'm only saving one.
Wow. Interesting. How about you, Leanne? You got any bodies you regret?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Leanne, do you have any bodies you regret?
I have no regrets.
Not a thing.
Very interesting. How about you? You have any bodies you regret?
I feel like, yeah, if the sex isn't good,
You regretted it?
forget it.
Okay. Damn, I regret the ones that was bad. Sheesh. Do you have all right? So, woo. If you have any regret, do you have any bodies that you would just bold-faced lie about? Like if they came up to you like, "Hey, remember?" You like, never happened. You be like, "Hey, you remember me?" You be like,
And I'm upset that you would even walk up to me. You know we don't speak in public. It's not what we do. Not who you are.
Very interesting. How about you? Do you have anybody that you would just outright deny, even though it happened? You'd be like, never happened.
I plead the fifth.
There you go. You denied him right now. You denied that you would even deny him. That's how bad it was.
Plead the fifth. Next question, please. Next question.
You have any that you would deny that ever happened? You'd be like, I never.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna say I don't have none because I'm denying them to the point where it didn't even happen. Just wiped it away from my memory. Like, how did I end up here? Yeah, you ever wake up like, how did I end up here? I don't know what I was thinking. And I don't drink, so it's bad. Like, I made a mistake sober.
It's embarrassing.
One bad choice away. One impulse.
Yeah, bro. I was like, what was I thinking? I wasn't. That's the problem.
No blood in your brain at the time. There was no blood in your brain.
Listen, and that's so I can use that excuse because I just, the blood really rushes from one head to the other. So the lack of blood in the brain and oxygen, you can't think. You don't think till you bust a nut. When you bust a nut, you're like, what did I just do? I can't. As it's coming out, you start coming back to your senses. Like, I can't, but it's this is some bullshit. Like, that's when you know that you made a mistake. Or you get yourself in situations like, why am I here? And then it happens. Because women are very aggressive. You know how you guys are. You don't take no for an answer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Huh? I'm telling you from my own experience, women are really they're really handsy and they're really aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So much more words there. It's very interesting that so as men, we have it's tough for us. And I want to talk about this because, for us and how women treat us, it's not okay. And I think, and I'm not saying all women, probably not you guys, but a lot of women treat men very badly and they think that we're just something to use for fun.
You're a piece of meat.
Yeah, they're like, you're my human rose. I get tired of hearing that. Like, you're my human rose. And I'm like, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They say a rose is the girl's best friend. They're like, you're my best friend. I'm like, I'm what? I didn't get it. I didn't get it for so long. Just call me a rose.
Lemon is a new toy.
Lemon?
Yeah.
What's lemon?
A lemon shaped toy.
Oh, y'all heard about the lemon? They're not up on the lemon. They're still on the rose. She's like, you're so 2025. It's about the lemon now. It's like the rose, but it's a lemon.
Yeah.
What's different about it?
The suction's like bigger.
It's a bigger.
So it's supposed to be better.
It's a bigger suction. I didn't get paid by lemon, but you guys go out and get a lemon. Let us know what it is next week. Leanne, what are you looking at? Leanne is like really a fan of her rose, so she's feeling some type of way, I think.
What am I looking at? I'm looking at the screen.
No, but how you look, you're like, I can't believe somebody said something about the rose. The rose is the best thing ever invented. And I think you were upset about hearing about the lemon.
No,
okay.
You're a liar. You're just a liar.
And the other thing, don't use the rose or lemon either, because that makes it harder for us. Because we can't rose or lemon all night like that. We don't have batteries. So.
Well, that's when you use the rose. What you talking about? Like, you tap in and then you tap out, and then
use the rose in tandem. Okay, then it just keeps going all night. I got you. Hey, we didn't rose penis, rose penis, rose penis. Gotcha. Hey, you need to know. That's how you do it. There you go. So do you, wait, what's that? What did it say? Medical disclaimer, do not put a lemon anywhere.
Thank you for making that plain. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
That was funny. Have any of you ever had someone you felt was the one that got away? Have you ever had that experience? Do you have anyone that you felt like, oh, that was the one that got away?
No,
Leanne. Okay. D?
No.
I have.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, definitely have.
Yeah, one that you got away. So if they got away, is that because you did something wrong?
Yes.
Okay, you
I
did some
didn't
wrong.
appreciate. I didn't appreciate who he was at the time.
Wow, drop the ball, fumble.
I did.
Okay. How about you? Did you do something wrong or just what happened?
I would say same thing.
Okay. Okay. See, fellas, pay attention. Women just not they don't value us like they should. Leanne, you said no, so you didn't have anyone that you thought
It's
got
more like, get away.
you actually pushed them
What
away.
to get away? I love it. I got a
Ugh.
couple of them though, Leanne. I got a couple of them. There's only one that got away. There's several that got to get away. You're absolutely right.
When you found out who they weren't who you wanted them to be. So if that person came back around now, would you try to rekindle? Do you think?
Me, yeah,
You
absolutely.
would? Okay.
Mhm.
You think
Yeah.
Wouldn't.
you wouldn't? Okay. It's too long, too much
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I felt. I felt like that we missed that moment and we may not be able to recreate it now. Right. Since some things have changed and most like I'm a very different person than I was then. So I don't know. I mean, I still hit it again, but I don't know if I would try to create a relationship out of it. To be honest.
Well, the cool thing about the one that got away from me is we were never intimate. So it was like, I do think that we are both very different than we were. It was a very long time ago. But I just feel like his character was what I didn't appreciate at the time. And I feel like if his character is the same, then we would be great now, like we were great then.
Very interesting. But you didn't get none, so it might be a problem with that. Good character, a small carrot.
I know myself. So there to me there's never mind. My mom watched. My mom is I'm not gonna go into details. But I just feel like if you know yourself, then you know how to make things work. Especially if you care about somebody.
Gotcha,
if somebody is important to you, then you figure it out.
Donnie, I always felt that to be true. So if it's really terrible, it's not working, it means you probably really don't like the person. Can you say that?
Yeah, I honestly I feel that 100%.
Okay.
Because liking somebody is what makes them attractive. There are people who have physical features that can be, appealing to the eye, but what makes somebody literally attractive is how you feel for them. Like anybody can be pretty, but what makes somebody beautiful and attractive is how you feel about them.
Gotcha.
Donnie, you're so mature.
but no, that's a real comment, but that's what makes some relationships work, right? When you have someone that is mature and can make those decisions based off of things more than the physical or whatever the case may be. That's what makes a relationship work in the long run. Everybody can't push everybody away, Leanne.
Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. Call me Pusha Lee.
Pusha Lee.
Very
It's like a
interesting.
dope stage name. There go your new stage name right there, Pusha Lee.
Yeah. When I start my rap career.
There you go.
Yo, I was watching something, Leanne. I think you might be into this. They made this new pet translator.
I know. I want it. I need it. Where is it at?
I just seen an article on it. I don't know where exactly it is. And then I saw something. There's a whole bunch of them in the app store and things of that nature. But the one is supposed to be 90 something correct on what the app saying or doing.
Why did you say that? Because you saw me look down at her?
No, I was wondering, do you think that's real? Do you think that it can actually translate the
I have
text,
to test it first.
You're trying to be a tester.
Yes. Does it translate what I say in dog talk?
Oh, that would be cool.
That's interesting. I don't know. I felt like it just translated what the dog was saying, but I guess it would have to translate what you're saying back. No, the dog, I don't know.
Because I've been looking at stuff where people train their dog to talk and they train them to hit the button with words.
Right. I think so that's more of a, I don't know. If you're talking to your dog, I think you may need to see someone.
No, I talk to her now.
And I think
everybody talk to their pets, Mr.
No, we talk to them, but not with them understanding us, not thinking they really understand us, not thinking we're gonna have a conversation.
I have a full-blown conversation with my dog, and she understands that I come in, I say I have a long day. You wouldn't believe what these people did to me today. You know what I'm saying? Or what are you doing? Why are you over there messing with that? Sit down. Tell me about your day. What was you doing while I left?
Very interesting.
Did you guard the house?
And what does she say back is more interesting to me.
She just looks, but I know what it means. Because her a good girl.
Okay, well, that's different. You don't think she was actually saying anything, so that's good. Now, if you thought she said like, yeah, I was John came by, then I think we need to talk to somebody. So as long as you're not saying that, I agree. You talk back that you're in trouble. Yes, I don't think the dog should be trying to really talk. So that would be interesting if the dog. And I think the problem is when they do things like this, I don't believe it to be true. I just don't think it can be. It could be. I just don't believe it right now. I would have to see more evidence. But I think it's playing on certain people who want to believe that the dog can talk. Right? That's what I think.
I mean, for me, how do you even prove it? Like, how do you prove that what you're saying the dog said is what the dog said? Because the dog can't tell you what the dog said. So it's all open to interpretation. And honestly, in the grand scheme, you get out of it what you want to get out of it. So if Nan wants to understand, wants her dog to be able to tell her what she ate today, and that's what she's getting out of this tool, then great.
I'll text you. I'm gonna get going.
Better get out of here. All right. What are you gonna do later?
Call me when you're done.
All right.
All right, I'll see you
Later. My mic is crackling. All right. Nope. Is that me? Does sound crispy?
Yeah, we got you.
What?
My mic is sound. Talk. Someone talk, please.
You got an echo.
How about now?
Nah, you good. Now you frozen.
I ain't not frozen, just quiet.
Oh, that's a first for me. So I didn't recognize it. Him being quiet. Jesus. That don't even go in.
Girl show. What up? What up? What up? All the stuff we've been wanting to say, but somebody kept interrupting. Oh, hey there. Hi. Welcome back.
Can't nobody hear you. You're on mute. Okay, now talk. He must have went all the way out and came back. Is coming back in. So
all the lady stuff we can talk about.
Yes.
All the stuff you've been wanting to say about how men keep messing up.
and not listening,
Not listening. They'll never listen.
never listen.
They'll never listen. Got all the answers, but ain't even hearing the question.
Exactly.
Can you just hear the question sometimes, man? I might get fired after the show. I might as well make it good. You know what I mean? If you gonna go out big.
Side note,
Go out big.
I was gonna ask this question off. Maybe I'll still ask it off. Yeah, I'll ask it off.
No, ask it on.
Oh, now it's like a cliffhanger.
Can you hear me, Leanne?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now.
Okay, answer your question.
You said what now?
Ask your question.
You sound very far away now. Oh, and he's gone again.
He's gone again.
So,
All right, hello.
hey, there you go.
That's better.
Ask your question, Leanne.
We said it's off the record, friend.
Nah, I ain't off the record. Ask your question.
Everything is not for. What's your offer? 100,000. What you offering with this question?
100,000 doll hairs.
I need no doll hairs.
Nah, it was about doing my podcast.
What
Done
about
deal. Done deal. You give me details. We gonna make it happen.
Okay.
that was your ideal too, right?
You
Yeah,
said
that
what
was
now?
my idea.
That was your ideal, Leanne?
Yes.
Yo, she's just a liar.
What is you talking about? I
I
told you
said-
earlier that I said I was going to ask.
I told you to
Today.
ask her.
No, you
I'm gonna tell
didn't.
you what,
I
during
did.
the girl show, nobody called Leanne a liar. During girl show, we
Exactly.
don't have none of these problems.
Just
Most
talking and not listening.
Most of the things Leanne does behind the scenes, I'm the genesis. I'd be like, yo, he should do this. And then she just take credit for it. Yeah, I'm not even messing with her anymore. We're done here. We're done here.
You're such a liar.
Not have these problems on girl show.
You're a liar who lies.
I'm tired of this. Tired. So cute. What's cute? How Leanne tells.
I have a question.
What's up?
What is something that you what is something that other people get paid to do that you like enough that you would do it for free?
Sex.
Oh gosh. Come on. I should have prefaced other than sex for you,
Oh, well.
sir. Always
Oh.
on the brain. Is there anything else?
What other people get paid to do that I would do for free?
Mm-hmm.
Play volleyball.
Okay.
Spend my Friday nights on this lovely show with you guys and that other person up there that just don't tell the truth. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Your mom's online too. Mom, you see that? You see that? Don't you got caught. How about you, Leanne? Is there anything? That's a great question.
I don't know. There's stuff that I would want to do and get paid for professionally to leave my job.
Uh-huh.
But
I'm pretty sure that's not the question, but go ahead.
But I guess I would coach people
Okay.
or mentor.
So that being in mind, how do you feel about other people expecting you to do things. Like, say there's something you're good at. Say you're really good at making potato salad, right? If you're really, really good at making potato salad, and then every time somebody has a party, they're expecting you to bring the potato salad, like no matter what. At what point do you then feel a way about them expecting to contribute something, even though you love it? Like, you're at a volleyball tournament, and everybody there is getting paid but you. At what point do you feel, or do you address someone who takes your talents and your passions for granted? I can't read the.
So I don't think that's possible. Because once I find out you getting paid, we're getting paid, or we're not doing this. Especially if I'm one of the better ones. So if we use like volleyball, if I'm one of the better players, then I would think I should get paid, and I would be realistic about it. If I'm not the best, I don't think I should get what the best can get, but I should be getting something.
Well, how do you know you're not the best?
Because you got to be honest with yourself. You should be, if you're in a field where, you know, that you're in and you know ins and outs of it, then you would know how you are playing amongst other people. I'm just speaking of volleyball. So I would know who's really good. And if I was the best, I would know I was the best, and then I would get paid more. But I'm just saying I would be honest with myself about where I feel my talents lie. And that could be a problem with some people, because I think some people, you see it where they'll feel like they're better than they are. And
man's point, you are as good as you think you are. For some things. For some there is measurable data. But for other things, your value is what you discern it to be.
But the problem, so I can agree, you can feel any way you want. The question would be if whoever has the purse is valuing you as you are valuing.
Well, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of the premise that I'm presenting. As an entertainer, I struggle with being in rooms, and it doesn't even mean that anybody else is getting paid, even if it's just the door. If there's a door, but you're not paying the performers, and we're supposed to be okay with exposure, which in the grand scheme, like, and like I said, I also use it for. I'm not saying just for music. I'm saying,
well,
I make pasta. Why it's always expected that I got to bring the pasta salad because I'm good at it.
Well, I would say in the music thing, I feel it's a little different, or entertainment, because sometimes you could be great, but notoriety is something you have to build. You have to build those relationships. So you may have to go in some rooms and not get paid. Right? I think you're great, like you said, in your own mind until I see you and know you're great as well, until you make me believe it. So I think sometimes in the beginning, I may need to see you before I feel like you're worth something. Now you got to figure out what that line is, where it goes from, okay, this person is assessing me, to this person now is exploiting me. Right.
And see, that's my confusion. If you don't know that I'm good enough for what it is that you're doing, then why allow me the place in the first place? Don't charge me, or don't not pay me and then charge other people to come in and see me. If you don't know that my talent is what it should be in the first place.
But that's part of the process. I think we're gambling right now. I'm gambling that you're going to be good. Everything's on me in the beginning. I'm putting everything up, right? You're just coming to show up to do your talent, but I'm promoting this. I'm bringing here. I'm setting the tables. I got to pay for everybody. So right now it's me. I'm doing all the investing. I'm actually investing in you, and you are receiving, if you can record, you can get some, experience, airtime, whatever the case may be. And I can judge you off of how, after seeing you a couple of times, I can start judging you now to see what I feel like you're worth. Right. Because the first time we don't know each other. So see how you do.
It don't matter. How did you come across me? Evidently, I had to have some type of talent for me to walk in the door.
No,
you're not just picking me off the street.
First, just because you can carry a note doesn't mean it's going to translate to the crowd I have. Right? You could be.
Well, that's the risk you take.
Right. That's why I'm taking all the risks by putting you up there.
Yeah, but there's no gain to the person that is spilling their guts out there, is my point. But I mean, I think it is. That's what's been explained to me. Listen, I don't have these problems no more. It's not me personally, but it was also my problem when I first got started. Like, if you're saying you're unsure of what a person is able to do, then no one should be making any money. You don't come out and say, I'm going to charge a door, but I don't know if this person is going to be able to provide entertainment. You are charging people for entertainment. So if you're charging people for entertainment, then you pay the entertainment.
But again, where would you entertain if no one lets you go to their stage? Because this is my stage you're coming to.
But that's what
I'm on somebody else's stage. Somebody will give me a shot.
Well, go to somebody else's stage then. Because again, you agree to whatever the contract is, you agree to it. Right? So you can go to another stage, because I have a stage. Everybody wants to perform. I can get somebody else. Can you find another stage to go on? Like you said, even what you said, D, I performed, and I remember myself, sometimes you perform in these things, and then over time, you grow, you have more points of reference that people know you, and then you don't have to do that anymore. But I do think in the beginning, you have to start from the bottom. And the bottom usually is you're not getting paid much, if anything, right? Because it's exposure.
My problem with the people that are charging a door but not paying the performers. I struggle with that. Even from jump. Because either way, you're getting entertainment, whether it's what you thought it was going to be or not. You're still charging people to come in and see whoever's on the stage.
And you're getting exposure, right? So there's still a symbiotic relationship there. We're still, again,
exposure don't pay the bills after a while.
Right. Exposure and gas money.
Right.
Not even from jump.
Nobody is getting. Usually, you don't get anything in the beginning. That's just the way of entertainment, right? That's part of the way they do. You might get $20 the first time, if anything. You may get a free meal, if anything. But that's just because I don't know you. Yes, I'm still paying for everything. I'm charging at the door. No, why?
You obviously do know me if you reached out to me. Now, if I reach out to you, that's one thing. But if you reach out to me, that means you know who I am.
Guess what? And I know who you are, and this is what I want to offer. You don't have to accept it. See, that's the thing we keep missing. And if I'm about to come over there and slap that right out your hand.
It's my one allowed a day. I already logged it.
So listen, I believe, and from again, you earn your way in. Right? It's again, and I said you have to find out to the point where it's not exploited, right? Where you're getting exploited. I think in the beginning, it's levels. And like I said, you don't have to go to that club. You don't have to be there. I can reach out to you, say this is what I'm offering. You say yes. Know why you say yes? Because you want to be on that stage. You are also getting experience. It's just how long do you do that for? So that's what I feel. You got to find that thing to the point where like I can't do it for free anymore, right? I've been here too long. I'm actually at this point I did it 3 times and the crowd has grown. Right now, I can come back to you with something tangible. The first time I came, you have 30 people. Second time I came, there was 50 people. There's 100 people. We have to revise this thing. So that's how I feel. I don't know if you're gonna get something off the rip. I know I ain't getting nothing off the rip when we was doing shit. And sometimes, we're just talking about specifically in the case where someone asked you to go somewhere, D.
I'm just talking about offering your talents in general. I'm talking about offering any service, even if it's your passion,
Mhm.
where someone is financially benefiting, but you are not.
Mhm.
And I understand what you're saying. I was told the same thing you were from jump. Oh, you gotta, go through your paces. You gotta build your following.
Mhm.
But in the grand scheme, like, I still have a problem with people who are exploiting up and
Mhm.
coming artists. I feel like going through, coming up through the ranks is janky. I don't believe that someone, because if you're not sure of their talents enough to say that you would pay them, then you shouldn't feel strong enough of their talents to charge people to come in the daggone door. Why not instead get a talent that
But
you could
are
pay, that
are
you
you
can therefore tell the people who are coming in the door, this is who's coming, I know them. And then
right?
therefore everybody is benefiting.
So
I
my
don't
question,
believe that people who are coming up through the ranks are benefiting enough.
but there is no benefit. Everybody has to pay their dues. There is no way to just get on, right? There is no
You
way. And even
practice
though I
your
would think,
craft.
yeah, but you're getting an opportunity to practice in front of people, which is difficult to find. And I feel when you go on those places to you gain entry, and you're just going to be entertained, whether they're playing music on a I don't know, record player or whatever. This music going to be there, so you come hear the music. Now, if this music catches your eye, then cool, because sometimes exposure is more important than money. So if I go there, someone sees me, they book me for another gig. Like, being in that environment where someone can see you do things actually is it can be very lucrative for you.
But let's be honest, do most promoters make sure that those people are in the building?
What people?
They're not worried about that. They're worried about,
I'm not talking about promotion. I'm talking about you using every advantage or every opportunity you have for other opportunities. So when I'm in there, I remember getting opportunities to being somewhere and meeting someone there, not unbeknownst to me, and that led us to other things.
Of course, but that is, again, the promoter didn't do that. Unless the promoter is specifically making sure that people are in the room to make sure that it's beneficial for this person, they're still completely exploiting whoever's standing on that daggone stage.
I don't know, because if you're getting to perform somewhere, where would you perform at, right? So
it's my living room.
You need right, and who sees you? You're not getting anybody. You're not meeting anybody. You're not getting better doing it in your living room. Look, let's watch the Jackson movie, right? They went to clubs to perform because they were trying to get better. That's what they did. They had to go through the ranks to be seen. And once you're seen, oh, somebody hit you off with this card. You know what I mean? So I think it's needed. It's again, having a stage to perform on sometimes is the payment. You being able to perform in front of these people is the payment, because you don't have an audience. How do you grow an audience without an audience? So me giving you all this free advertisement, something I think are worth more than money. So by being there, being in front of people, gaining more presence and things of that nature, I do feel like is the payment. Only thing I would say, like, at a certain point, you got to find when that, coming and giving when I'm really experienced and I'm giving a great show and because it's just so polished at that time when you're up and comer and you haven't performed much. Do you think you have a polished show at that point?
It's not what we talked about before. It's not whether or not I think that I'm polished enough. It's whether or not someone is financially benefiting. That's my point.
But you're benefiting by performing. Advertisement is a benefit. You know what I mean? I think so. Advertisement is a benefit. What do you say, D? I'm sorry.
I just think this is purely financial.
Right.
Financial. And I'm not even arguing for myself anymore. Like I said, for me, this is not, I don't have these anymore. But I do understand, like, even thinking back, and now at a point, like, we were throwing shows where it's a stage where you could go and perform, and inviting people that actually could try to make moves for people. We wanted to make sure that whoever was coming in the room was, or not everybody who was coming in, but there were at least a couple of people in the room that could help to further whatever it is that people were trying to do. And I think more people need to be more responsible that way, is my point. I don't like when people are taking advantage. And especially if you own a restaurant, for example, if you own a restaurant that happens to have a stage and you invite somebody in, you call it an open mic or call it a talent night or whatever, you're making money on food, you're making money on drinks. People were going to be in your restaurant anyway. You're literally advertising talent. How do you not feel obligated to pay the talent?
Again, because payment is always not a monetary thing.
But
Exposure,
but they're getting paid. If they're charging a door fee for talent,
it's their club. Like advertise, just like you pay for advertising. Me advertising you is a form of payment.
Man, look, ChatGPT, I can make a daggone flyer for anything.
Well, but I know some of the biggest opportunities we had in the beginning were when we were doing things, asked to be somewhere, we showed up. You know, it wasn't a monetary gain, but we got so many connections and were able to do some things by meeting people while we were certain places.
I mean, I see the value in that.
So to me, and that, like you said, that's in the beginning. You get to a certain point where you'll say no to that. You don't need that anymore. I don't need your stage, right? Because I have basically a resume that I can present to say this is what I'm worth now. Because you also, you have to show your worth. I don't know what you're worth in the beginning. So if I give you $20, that might be what I feel like I don't know you, right? And I'm advertising, like I said, I'm just advertising entertainment. So once you show your worth, then I think you can pay somebody, or even, and how much is enough? If I give you $40 for the night, is that enough? If I give you $100 for the night, is that enough? What would be enough for a new person who's not really has no buzz or anything? What would be a pay that you think would be fair?
I think that could be determined between the two of you, but also has to do with the fact that, again, you have people paying at the door. You have people paying at the door for entertainment, not provided the entertainment.
What bargaining chip do you have to bargain with me about what your payment is?
Because you charge people to get work for entertainment.
Doesn't work that way. The question again would be,
that's my problem. It would work that way.
How?
If you're charging for entertainment, if you were charging for a spaghetti dinner and I'm the one that's bringing all the spaghetti, how you saying no? I'm keeping it because it's my tables.
Well, it's not the same thing. So, first of all, I would say it's not, because they're eating the spaghetti. Your background noise.
No, I'm charging admission to an open mic night. I'm charging admission to
Okay, wait. Let's go there. Open mic night. So should we pay all the people that come for open mic night? No, we wouldn't do that. Usually it would be free, or you will pay to perform an open mic night.
Which is why yes. Which you're paying for the venue usually in that circumstance. But if I'm hosting an open mic night at my venue, I'm not charging nobody. If I'm not charging the performers, I'm also not charging entry to the venue.
Why?
Because why would I charge people for a service that I'm not providing?
You're housing the service. That you have to pay the building, the waiters. I don't know how you think it. How would you pay everybody?
Because, like I said, if it's a restaurant, then I'm also making money off food. I'm making money off the bar. I'm expecting people to be here anyway.
So I said I'm having entertainment. I'm providing the food. You're not bringing anybody. You're not adding to the people that come. People are coming already.
How you know I'm not bringing anybody?
Because, like you said, the restaurant already has people there. So if you bring your couple people, cool. But that's not changing the fact that the people that are going to be there are already there because of me.
But
So
you
everything's
are
lit.
already asking me to promote as well.
That's now you add another thing. We didn't.
No,
she didn't-
no, it's not even. That's just the way it is. A lot of time, if a venue want you and say come out, they want you to promote too. Put stuff on your social media too.
Okay, cool. Either
It's
way,
plenty of people with plenty of followers that can't get butts in a seat, but you still pay them.
okay. You pay them once, you'll never pay them again.
So why can't you do it for the other person?
So okay, so we'll pay you once. We'll give you again. How much?
$375.
Yeah,
Hey, your flat rate.
that
I like
sounds good, but you're not getting that. You're not getting that. So again,
Three-
that's what the problem would be. What would you pay if you don't have anything to judge it off of? I give you a standard $100. That's enough. Cause now you're counting my money about what I'm making at the door, but you're not counting how much I'm paying the waiters, now how much I'm paying the staff, how much I'm paying.
You
know,
be
I pay
paying
for
them
the building.
anyway.
Exactly. So I'm giving you a free place to perform, which you had nowhere to perform at. I see. That's the problem. I think people think they're owed something when they didn't do anything to get that.
No, we're owing you. I don't understand again, because you're looking at performing as if we're not providing a service. Like I said, if you look at it if I'm bringing something else, if you're saying, again, I gave the example of a spaghetti dinner. If you're saying I'm serving a spaghetti dinner, so my restaurant usually serves seafood, but tonight I'm going to serve a spaghetti dinner. I bring my spaghetti because I want to give you something new for the night. And you're saying, well, I'm not going to pay you for that. I already had a restaurant here. Yeah, but your restaurant provides seafood. This is my spaghetti. Yeah, but I don't know if anybody else would like your spaghetti. So we're not going to pay you for bringing your spaghetti in.
I think analogy doesn't work. First of all, you have to pay for spaghetti, pay for that stuff. When you're performing,
I gotta perform. I gotta put gas in my car. I gotta pay for my outfit, do my makeup.
Listen, but you act like someone made you get on the stage.
You're asking me to get on the stage.
No. And if I'm telling you that this is what I want.
You don't get it. Just say you don't get it.
Even if I called you, I don't think you get it. If I called you, said I want you to perform, it's for my have entertainment at and there's no payment, you could say no, right? You don't have to go there, correct?
Right.
Okay, then. So I would tell people, if they feel that way, don't go to anywhere that they're not going to pay them in the beginning when they have no cachet to even barter.
You're missing the point.
I'm not missing the point.
You are, because
you are.
Whether or not I'm performing, the problem is, are they getting paid for my performance?
It's my night. I'm doing everything. Your performance, like you said, even if you didn't perform, I'm gonna get paid.
Performing.
If you didn't perform you said it's a restaurant, people are still coming, I would still get paid, correct?
Not if they're advertising entertainment.
No. If entertainment, anything. Entertainment could be anything. If I advertise entertainment and you come out to see entertainment, I could have somebody juggling. Right. So whoever comes for the entertainment is coming under the guise of it's entertainment. They're not coming for you. No one's coming to see you. Again, that's a grandiose thought to think it's about you. It's not. You're just entertainment. You're just the entertainment for the night. So you better make best of your shot right now. Because like I said, who knows?
That just entertainment part just struck a nerve, but that's okay.
Because it is just entertainment. That's all we are at that point.
It's not just entertainment. It's providing service. A service that you're paying other people for.
Right.
You I'm going to give bike rides and have somebody else riding a bike around and say, all right, I'm charging them for the bike ride that you gave them.
Once again, the service is you being able to be on stage. It's beneficial to both people. I remember trying to get on stage, trying to get performances. So when you had them, you make the best of them, especially in the beginning when no one knows you. So again, I think that exposure is more important than that little $50 they give you. And if $50 if you're saying $100 is not enough or $50 is not enough, I don't understand how do you barter when you have nothing to barter with. You're saying you're coming to the situation, everything's provided. All you got to do is do your part. And it's whatever service, whatever you do, sing, dance, juggle, whatever the case may be. And if you're a great singer, dancer, juggler, then maybe you'll get some more jobs from it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, we've all been there. Actually, everyone here has been there.
My
Leanne,
point is, it needs to stop.
I don't think it does. Because I think that once you try to start charging for everything in the beginning, some people just won't get opportunities. You know what I mean? I may not take a chance on the unknown because I don't want to pay for something that I don't know about. A big part about getting them startups is maybe letting them perform to see what they have. Now, like I said, I agree. It shouldn't be 30 times. But I do think that a good couple times to see what if the place
A couple times?
Yeah, you got to prove.
You don't
yourself.
know after the first time?
No, because again, I got to see if people gonna come back for you.
That's
It got
crazy.
to be advantageous for me because if not, if you ain't really moving needle, I'm gonna get somebody else. You're not gonna be here more than a couple times. Then I'm not gonna keep having you if the crowd ain't moving. Right? If you're not really nice, people don't usually invite you back.
But you can see off of the first time if the crowd is moving and if it's nice.
Again, I don't know what world. I just don't know that to be true. I mean, everybody thinks they're great. The second time might be cool.
You don't know much, including about this conversation.
I don't know. I think I did bigger things than most people. So I'm pretty sure I've really traveled more and done more on different stages. So I think I do know about these things. Very, very much. Except for singing, I can't sing. So, but other than that, yes, have been. So I understand coming up from the bottom. I understand just being giving stuff away for free. You know, that's how you feel. You're giving these performances away for free, but then hopefully they turn into something else. Do you know what that would turn into? Only the rich will get to be. That's what I think. Yeah, only rich will get to be performers if they're saying what I think they're saying. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, how many times you've been a feature before, right, Leanne?
No.
You didn't get the feature. I thought you got the feature at the place. I could almost positive you got the feature. You're the featured person.
It would have been coming up this year, but they wound up closing down and pivoting a different way.
Oh, okay. Because I'm gonna say, and that took, you putting in, and then when they saw your value, they're like, "Yo, we're going to the feature now." But that's after you put in work, right?
I don't think you can compare the poetry space to other spaces.
Tell me why not. I know you feel like it's different. Go ahead. Tell me why you elitist. Poetry is just better than any other entertainment forms. No, tell me why.
Because a lot of times only the elite eat in poetry. Most don't get to eat. And a lot of times you're paying out of pocket for the show that you go to. That's every time. And usually with poetry, you don't really eat off of open mics and doing features. You eat off of doing your books and spending that into speaking and things like that. But you don't really eat off of poetry itself, open mics and features itself.
Right. That performing is an advertisement for your book.
Sometimes.
Okay. And I would say that's pretty much kind of consistent on, and that's what Donnie was kind of saying. Like, in the beginning, you usually running around.
Is that you?
It's not.
Sorry, no, that's my fault.
You're usually running around auditioning, doing things, and a lot of these things are for free until you get noticed, and somebody be like, "Oh no, she come back here. She comes over here." Oh, like, even the play we did, right? I mean, I got that because someone saw me in something else and thought I could act. Boy, they're wrong. Yeah, Leanne had us on off Broadway looking crazy. We did a full play for like 6 days and up there faking it till we could make it, boy. Listen. You understand me? You want to talk about some imposters? Boy, we did this play for like 5 days, and Leanne was running it. It was crazy. Let me tell you. But yeah, and I think even with the play, you know what I mean, it was something we did for damn near the free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We did it for the free, but if they would have more money, we'd have did another one. Like, I mean, if they had, you know, if that didn't go so terrible, we'd have had another one to go to.
But that's to be said. He took a shot on you and you got paid for it.
Yeah, I got paid nigga pennies. So,
and
like
even
I said,
if you giving out nigga pennies to
that's what I said.
these up and coming artists, that's cool.
But I said, how
Give
much?
them something.
I didn't. And remember, that was 6 weeks of studying and got like $100. But I was cool with that.
Right. Well, you're speaking, I've done community theater. So for me, that's not a big deal either. Like, I understand that sometimes you make those investments for your art. At that point, we have to because we have to pay for
we catching the train every day.
You know that you literally have to keep the lights on in whatever theater you're working in. It's a different kind of ball game. I get it though.
Yeah, it was crazy for it. And again, I was cool with the $100 because the experience to me was incredible. You know, have you ever been in a scene and somebody just turned the lights off on you? Like, it was crazy. The lights were just turned in the middle of the scene. Like,
your time is up.
What is happening here? But they were trying to save us from ourselves. It was crazy.
Somebody, yo, pull the plug.
I don't know what to do. What they doing? Click. It was crazy. But like I said, the little money that we received from it wasn't about anything. It was more about the exposure and to be able to do it. And to do a play off Broadway for your first play is crazy.
Yes, it is.
Right. So that really, to me, was like, that could have been a launching pad if we would have stuck with it, but we weren't supposed to be there anyway. So
know how to work this board?
Yeah. Like, I was something about me and Leanne, we lie a lot. You know, if they say, can you do something? Most likely we'll say yes. And we can't. But we figured it out. And that's what happened, D. That's why we're laughing. They were like, hey, can you act? I'm like, yeah. And you want to be the lead role? Absolutely.
To be or not.
And that's how it went.
Oh, Lord.
It was the fastest 5-6 weeks in my life. That was crazy.
Sounds like fun.
It was. Leanne was so stressed out. She cussed me out one day. I'm like, Leanne, what the fuck are you living up? I said, whoa, wait, okay, I'm gonna leave her alone. Because again, we bit off way more than we could chew. She had to learn like a whole system of a theater in like an hour. The whole system, lighting and the cameras and everything in like 20 minutes. It was crazy. And But yeah, so I do think sometimes from what I've learned, I've done a lot of things for free, and actually we had a company a while ago. My sister started it. It was called Team Pretty, and everything we did was for the free. Or we would find ways like we could get them maybe free. The models would get maybe we would try to get them sometimes maybe a photo shoot or something like that. But they had to offer services, so they did like community services and things of that nature. They would go out and so everything was about bartering, right? So there was no money exchange, but opportunities were made due to, you know, being in the proximity of different things and meeting different people and stuff like that. And it was really cool. And I think it would have really took off, but then my sister went to Tanzania and it just fell apart. I tell you, people. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, but last thing I would say, I was just wondering what would be the payment for someone new. You know what I mean? What would be, and would that be enough? If I say $50,
a percentage of the door.
That's never going to happen, and this shouldn't. I don't think it should happen. And I've been, and again, being an artist, I just don't see what I've done to earn that. You earn because
I'm providing a service. That's how you earn it. I'm performing on this night.
So what are they doing for you?
Providing.
What are they doing for you?
What do you mean?
What is this club or whatever? What are they doing for you?
What does that have to do with anything?
Has to do with everything.
My problem is this: if you're having an open mic night, and you're saying, "I'm gonna ask you to pay for exposure. I'm gonna have this amount of people here, and that you're going to be able to perform, and this is what's going to happen," and you agree to pay for exposure, that is one thing. If you are charging the door, charging an entry fee for live entertainment, what I am providing is live entertainment, and therefore, I should be a reciprocant. I should be able to receive what people are paying for the live entertainment, just like they would for anything else. For anything, you can't say I'm having a makeup sale and I provide the makeup, but you're gonna charge people for the makeup and you're not gonna pay me. That's my point. I understand what you're saying completely. I've come up through the ranks. I did. I ran my paces. I understand what you're
right.
What I'm saying is, while I was coming up, I'm noticing they are winning on both sides. I am providing the entertainment, and they are providing, and other people are providing the payment. They're winning double. The promoters are the triple winners.
So you didn't win at all?
Say again?
You didn't win at all?
On those nights, I'm not winning. You don't win exposure. What you win, no, what you're winning is repetition. I could have my repetition by you giving me $20 if only 200 people came. I mean, if only 20 people came in the door. You could give me $20. You could.
So right in the middle, Leanne's gonna just.
Sorry, it's my sister's birthday. I'll mute.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, girl. Yeah, I heard what you're saying. I just don't think. I think that for a starving artist, a big part of your starving is going to push you to do things.
I don't think the artists need to be starving. I think that if you're providing entertainment, if you're providing a service, then you should be paid for it. I don't care what the service is.
Right, and and you being able to be on the stage is a service for you, because you can't just get on any stage. Like I said, this is what I would tell you: don't get on the stage. Then I would tell anybody.
Right. You came to that conclusion. I'm okay with that.
Right,
but I think that if that was the case, then more promoters would have to look around and say, you know what? I shouldn't be exploiting these people who are providing a service for free as I'm charging people to come watch them work. They are literally working.
I doubt that's what they're going to say. What they're going to say is they're going to only get established artists that I know that I feel comfortable paying.
That's fine. But at some point, established has to be someone. There still has to be another way to get established. If we take out the scumbags, There's going to be another way for people to be established. Otherwise, everybody who's performing is going to be 80 years old.
I think
Because at some point, there's going to have to be a different starting point then.
If that was the case, it wouldn't be still to this day, and that's how it's been. Even before us, it's always been. We heard the term starving artists.
People have been exploited.
But again, I don't know if it's well. I think it's only exploiting if it happens repeatedly. You 5, 6, 7 times, and you're not getting paid. Then that will, if and that's only if you're moving the needle. If you're not moving the needle, then why would I pay? No, nobody's going to pay for a product that is that hasn't shown anything.
That's not. They already paid. They paid an entry fee.
No, they're not paying for you. No one's coming there for you. So they're coming there because this place has, like I said, food, has music. They're paying for that. You are allowed to try to win these people over. You're given an opportunity. Now, if you want your opportunity to be, like I said, if money is what you're looking for, cool. I say go find that. But I think it's going to be more difficult for you to find a way to get that start by trying to come in and say, I want something and I haven't been proven, right? I just think that's the case,
And what other job do you go and work 3 days before they decide to pay you?
It's not a job. And this is like an audition. You're auditioning. Just like anything else. You're coming to audition. Even
what other job an audition for no pay?
Easy. All auditions. Every audition is held at a place. Somebody had to rent that place out, had to do all the things, and you show up to audition. Right? I don't pay you to audition. You show up to audition. I pay, the place that you go to. I pay for the lights. I pay for all those things. So yes, you don't get paid to audition. You're given an opportunity to audition. But I hear what you're saying. It would be great to do that. I just don't think people are going to pay for things that
because it's always been this way,
unproven.
That's
and like you said,
it's not because they shouldn't. It's because they don't have to.
Right. And I think it's because you don't have a bargaining chip, right? That's what I really feel it is. I'm like, why would they do it? But probably because you don't have a leg to stand on in the beginning. And until you start filling those seats, you're like, yo, like I said, it was 200 people out there. Yo, I needed something, or I'm going to walk. Well, now you have a little wiggle room to walk. But if you're not, if you're like, well, I ain't coming. All right, cool. Let's get somebody else at that point. But it's tough. Yes, but you don't make money off the PEG audition. Off the audition. No, but if I'm auditioning for something, I'm looking for somebody to do something for me. It's an investment for me. That's what the point of it, and eventually it will make me money because once I get the people I want to hire, then I'll make money off of whatever it is. That's the point of auditioning, right? So even in this, I get, because we're, like I said, we're forgetting that the club or whatever has overhead as well. They have things they need to take care of. So I see both sides of it, but I understand why, as a club owner, I would, pay very little to something that's, that's not a featured artist, that I can put their name on something and that name carries some weight. I don't know who threw the peg in there, but yeah, it's cool. That's tough. That's tough. And I don't know. So a little exploitment might help make you work harder too. I guess. I don't know what. It's all about money. Like I said, people, like I said, the club owner is trying to make money. That's their job. And have left as less overhead as possible. So I would say, like I said, when you get big enough, make sure you stop taking those free nights. Stop taking them. And like you said, D, if people say no, I want to get paid, and enough people fall in line, then maybe things would have to change, right? If there's no pool to pull from, no free pool to pull from. But do you think some people love performing?
Of course.
And is that maybe why some people would go perform for free? Because they love performing and they're, trying to gain that stage presence and things of that nature?
The point isn't, do I love performing? The point isn't, do I want exposure? The point is, there are actual ducats being earned on the evening.
Go get your own ducats then. Don't come
And
to
I
this
do.
place then. Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling everybody, if anyone feels that way, go get your own ducats. Start your own club so you can perform on your stage.
You don't have to start your own club. You can go and work with a venue who recognizes that you are working and will then therefore split the door with you or give you a flat rate for when it is that you're performing.
Okay.
They're out there. They exist. It's just,
right.
I just hate the whole other side of it.
That's very interesting. So
plenty of time on this, but I don't.
Yeah, I get you. You know,
it is.
We had enough of Leanne. Okay.
No, we had enough of you.
Hey, I'm sorry to be, the bear.
Here's another person you done talked into the ground.
Telling us we ain't working. I wish you would try to tell me I'm not working when I'm on that daggone stage.
No, I said you're working. You're just working, but you're not. You don't get paid for it. You ain't do nothing to get paid for it. It's okay. Some of your performances are volunteer. They go to the game.
Okay. Wrap it up.
Everybody ain't nice out the gate, Leanne.
Wrap it up.
You know what? Got tired. I get tired of this. Leanne, no, she be out here at these open mics killing them. Hey, give us something. Do something real fast. Do something, Leanne. Do something.
Okay, this an old one, but I've been tweaking it all day. That I'm gonna do tomorrow.
Wait. So this is an old one, and you revised it?
Yeah, I've been revising it.
Was it from the book or no?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Almost. I got close, but I missed. Watched as my hope slip away into the abyss. Guess is what they say. Almost only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. Cause I almost found you, the male version of my reflection, the reason for my conception, the ghost tied to my depression. I almost knew you, almost had memories, but you perished before that could happen. And now I'm left to mourn a ghost that never was. But I guess is what they say. Almost only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. Because I almost had clarity on the disparity of your absence. I almost had answers as to what happened. I almost had a chance to know what makes a man raise his hand to the mother of his child. But I guess is what they say. Almost only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. Because I almost got to tell you how my heart never mended from your disappearance, or how I needed protection from life's deceptions. And I almost got to show you how I maneuvered the world without you. But I guess is what they say. Almost only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. Man, almost ain't closure. No, it don't heal. Almost ain't a damn father. And almost won't say I love you. But I guess is what they say. Almost only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. And sometimes I feel my inner child. And sometimes I feel for my inner child. Because almost can't undo the damage of the lack of a father's love. And almost can't give hugs. Nor rebuild broken souls. But I guess is what they say. Almost only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. Poem. I think I'm gonna change some stuff up. I didn't like the way it flowed, but
that's dope though. Fire.
Oh. True talent. I'm doing a show coming up. I want you to perform for the free.
You're an a-hole.
So you'll be performing tomorrow in Collingswood?
Foreman and Collinswood on Collins Ave. Starting at doors open at 4. They'll have poetry and other entertainment, as well as arts and crafts. And
yours truly was there. So everybody come out. I'll be there in the house as well. I almost get on the stage. Then I realize I can't do poems. So I'm gonna sit back down. Poem. I'm nice with these poems. But yeah, everybody should try to come out if they can. Should be a good day.
yes, 612 Collins Ave in Collinswood.
Okay. So that's where we'll be tomorrow.
Tear that place up, Leanne.
Me and Leanne.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what I mean? D, you got anything coming up?
Yeah. No. Sunday I'm at 144,000 Chosen show. That's 8:00 in Philly. Next
I'm sorry,
Friday.
144,000 club, you said?
No, 144,000 Chosen is the name of the organization. It's the group that's throwing this event. It's a free event though in Philly. Check out my page.
Okay.
I have flyers on my Facebook and on my Instagram. Next Friday, Friday I'm at the Hummingbird in Trenton. And 20th I'm at Trenton Juneteenth. And again, reminder y'all, July 11th, Kelsey's in Atlantic City.
So make sure you put all those in the room. What is your page that you can say that people can know where to go to?
Deani Star or Deani Miles on Facebook or Instagram.
Check that out. So we can definitely come out and support. And, you know, Leanne, come out and support. And just come out and see me. So thank you. Let's wrap this thing up. Everybody, we thank you for hanging out with tonight. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for everybody for checking in. Please go to the YouTube, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button. So every time we upload a video, you'll be notified. Invite people to our Facebook group, Nothing But Answers. The group is great. It's a lot of Discord in there. We have a lot of commentary, comments. It's a very respectful group. We have real questions in there, and there's real answers. I don't know, and that's really it. You know, check us out, and we'll see you guys next week. So, Leanne, hit the button.
Bye.